Yes, we are here. We are here. We are here. And also accompanying us is the sound of water crashing on the waves on the most beautiful beach you have ever seen. Be there now. Breathing in the air of the ocean. Be open to the energy of the sun on your skin. Relax on the warm, soft sand. Enjoying the freshness of the crisp air. Get comfortable and relax. And we want you to be empowered with the power of water. We want you to feel the strength of the water. You have unity with the water. We would like to remind you all, with much love, the power of unity. We want to give you a guided little meditation while you're imagining sitting back and relaxing at the most beautiful beach in the world, enjoying the way the warm sand feels, enjoying the feeling of the sun on your face. We wanted to remind you of the strength and unity of water. It can be divided into one drop, as you could foresee or imagine that you are one drop of the totality of all of the soul essences in existence. You are one drop in an ocean of droplets. Together, you're very powerful. Together, you're very high vibrational. Together, you are very strong. You know the power and the intensity of the ocean. We wanted to give you this analogy today to be able to understand the sound of ocean is very rhythmic. And we want you to seek and find your own sounds for the ocean. You can find these on recorded YouTube channels, for example, or find your own local beach. You don't even need to get your feet wet or get sand in your shoes. But we're noticing that many of you are trying to go within and relax. And you get too distracted with other things that pop into your mind. Too much panic, too much worry if you're doing it right or wrong. And so we're suggesting to you to use some sound music, which is of nature. The trickling of water is very powerful because you know the frequency, vibration of the water is very profound. It is a tool, it is a gift to this planet. And we recommend that you connect in with it while, of course, you've been drinking lots of water yourselves, because you know to respect your bodies with high frequency water. You all share the water. You have all of that in common. It is time for you to really respect it as much as you can and be grateful for it as much as you can, because you're very much aware that it is not abundant in many places around the world. Fresh water that is drinkable is quite a luxury, and many of you take it from the tap or the bottle without really thinking about those who would or who have to work very hard to get that. We know that the movement and the waves and the power of the water has its own mind, has its own free will. It can be playful, it can be rough and angry and dangerous, and it can also be soft and delicate. When you're moving forward and thinking about your own strength and your own power, do you want to be a droplet in the universe, or do you want to have a collective connection? Do you want to have community? What are you seeking? What are you feeling to be able to profoundly strengthen yourself, to feel part of something? While you're wanting to spend more time having gratitude for Gaia and this planet and all of the gifts that are on offer, even if you are stuck in a small apartment and you cannot travel, you have your technology that can give you access to beautiful wonderments around the world that other people have provided for you. YouTube is an interesting source of all sorts of things, some that can feed your soul and some that may not. Because you should be more intuitive now. What feeds your soul and what heavies your soul, what feels lighter and what feels denser. You should be able to guide yourself to be able to find what works for you to uplift you. Of course, all our messages have been about empowerment and uplifting. And we understand that many love this and see what our intentions are and are joyful and grateful and have gratitude to us for our messages. And we appreciate that. Not because we are seeking your attention and approval, but because when you are finally able to hear the messages as they should be heard, this gives us great joy, because it means that you're truly empowering yourself and mastering your third dimension. We love that you are taking your inner work seriously and wanting to have enjoyment in this life and have the bigger perspective of all, to have that balance and neutral. And we're hearing and feeling now that people who have heard us say this many times are actually feeling it, truly feeling it today. This message. For them, for the first time, they actually get it. And this gives us great pleasure. We are pleased. We are pleased that you're wanting to empower yourself, because when you empower yourself, the ripple effect, the unity effect, the strengthening is fantastic. You do not want to be a droplet on the side of a great big ocean. You all long to be part of that great big ocean again. You may have experienced the singularity and the independence of the first dimensional life here, or many dimensional lives as little droplets, to have those experiences to learn and grow from. Life is truly a gift and it's a blessing, but it is what you make from it. You've been called here to listen to our messages because of the frequency that we provide. Those who are based in a higher frequency resonate with this information so deeply it almost puts them into a meditative state. Those with density find our messages annoying and triggering for them because they can't get above the frequency density that they are holding on to. That is fine. It's all choices. And we support all choices. But we really want to be talking to those people who are wanting to be active in their own inner work. Taking time to go within and listen to yourself and feel what you're saying to yourself. Acknowledge your emotions and acknowledge your mindsets will help you learn so much more about yourselves. You think just because you're with yourself all the time, you know yourself. But you're really in a routine of reacting and going with the flow, whatever that is for you. This is a great opportunity to expand yourself as much as you possibly can. And this is why we've seen so many people profoundly activated, connecting in deeply, channeling us through themselves, because they have taken the steps that we have lovingly guided them to be able to do, to empower themselves through, out of their density, and mastered it. It is very possible when you want it to be possible, when you want to empower yourself, when you're focused on yourself, your responsibilities, your inner work, yourself, your love of self, your acceptance of self. What are you seeking from others that you can provide for yourself? We've said this many times, and maybe today is the day that people will stop and ponder this and notice the next time they are seeking something from someone else. Empowerment of self is incredibly desirable. What is holding you back? If you want to answer it with someone else's name, try again. What is holding you back? Of course, it's self. Many people don't want to be responsible for self. We are of assistance and of service. We always have been, we always will be, because you're truly not just a droplet of water alone. You truly are the ocean of all oceans. You truly are everything. Empower yourself the most profoundest of ways. Catch yourself when you're being distracted. Catch yourself when you're being in fear. Catch all of your emotions and identify them and understand them. Find your balance in neutral. Learn those lessons. See those perspectives. Go with the flow. Trust. Trust that with each high tide, there is a change. There is a rhythm. There is cycles. What may look like a storm from one perspective is a powerful cleanse in another. Where are your perspectives for everything? Is there density in some of your perspectives? Expand upon it. Expand upon all. See things all from the bigger perspective. Trust the beautiful lessons need to be had. Trust the experiences and the feelings need to be felt and overcome, acknowledged and loved. That is truly the key. To love the experiences of all. This really does trip so many people up, but this is the biggest perspective. Understanding you put these obstacles in your way to feel them, learn them, understand them, to be able to give back that information to the collective. That little droplet of water has had a different experience, and when it returns back to the oceans, to have that profound unity, all of the information and experiences become one. You are one. You may have to evaporate as that droplet to be returned back. Notice yourself. See the analogies of the powerful water. Feel the vibration of the powerful water. Take some time. Go on a pretend little holiday to the beach if you need. Feel the rhythm. Feel your breath and relax. It's easy to do your inner work, and you can actually do it while relaxing. You do not need to be stressed or having reactions or emotional meltdowns or traumas or relive past traumas that you never ever want to think about again or feel. We're not asking you to feel back your traumas. We're asking you to view your traumas and understand them from a different perspective, understand them from different lessons and experiences. See what trauma did to you that made you stronger, that gave you more compassion or more consideration or more understanding or more lessons not to do that or be that. Everything that you've learned in this lifetime has beautiful value. We want to help assist you, of course. And this is your beautiful journey in your third dimensional life. So stop and have a ponder and consider the journey you're in right now. Consider your experiences and what it took you to get from today. See what memory you have from your very first moment in this lifetime. And see what you can think about and experience and feel. Explore your life. See what sticks out for you. Now that you're mature and adult and older, you may see things from quite a different perspective, and it may be the key to unlocking all of your beautiful inner work and putting your life into a better perspective and to grow. Being grateful for all lessons. Enjoy the inner peace. Enjoy the natural rhythms of life. We say this with much love.